Okay, these are 3 out of 7 baby rabbits that are my brother's because his friend has a lot of bunnies around his house. So I'm guessing he lives in the woods, so he gave some to my brother. These are the 3 out of 7 babies, and these 3 babies are my absolute favorites. So this little fella right here, this little cutie, is unnamed. We haven't named him yet, or her. They're too young. They're at a too young age to tell if they're a girl or a boy. In a few weeks, we're gonna probably keep them for a few weeks and see which ones are girls and which ones are boys. And so, yep. And so this one, of course, we haven't named, as I said earlier in the video. And so this one's a cute little one. She is one of my favorites. She is the runt of the litter, and tied with the next one, that's the next little bunny that's coming up. So here she is, or he. And the way you can tell, the next one is very looks a lot like this one, but the only way to tell them apart is this little mark. This one has like a little dot, and it's thicker than the other ones. So you can see as much as I love this little one. Now, the next little bunny, who's tied with runt as the previous one. This one's name is Blue Drill, but Blue Drill doesn't seem to fit, so pretty soon we're gonna probably rename him or her. And as you can see, the mark isn't as thick. It's a little thinner, and it is also kind of more out of place. And yet it's longer though, so luckily there's those little marks on the top of their head, so then I can tell them apart. And this one, of course, we're probably gonna rename. And so, yep, this one is a real cutie also. As you can see, I love this one. As much as I do the other one. Now, this one. And this is the one that if I had to choose a favorite out of all these 3, it would be this one. I mean, but then the runt's tied for second. I mean, this one was the first one I held, and I named her Midnight. I think it's a her, but I'm not entirely sure. Either way, Midnight's a girl name and a boy name, so it works out either way. And the reason why I named him or her Midnight is because she barely has any white, only on the top of her front paws. And around a little ring around her neck, which I think is pretty cool. And this little thing right here, isn't that cute? So yeah. Other than that, she's all black. And so, yep. These are my favorite bunnies out of my brothers, baby bunnies out of my brother's 7 baby bunnies. So, yep. You're such a cutie.